Whoa. Whoa. It's the illusion we're bringing from somewhere here on Spaceship Earth. It's Friday Night Live. What do we got? Nate here? Somebody somewhere. Right on. Yeah, we got some lights on over here. Man, the power outage scam. What a scam that is turning out to be. Holy smoke. Just once again, I'll tell everyone who doesn't live in California, you're stoked. We may have better weather in the wintertime, but man, the communists are running the show over here, dude. All right, who we got here? Cosmic Creation, Adam Rush. What's happening, everybody? So, Florida in the house from Goth Lowlife. Gary D, Yo, Ari Val, SW. Hey, man, Kimmy, how we doing? How we doing out there? So I just watched the most inspirational documentary. If you're a believer and a dreamer and you're American and you wonder if the American dream is still alive and kicking, it is. It's still alive and kicking. I watched the here, wait, I gotta pull it up and get the right name on it. Movie, here, wait. Oh wait, it's mad. Hold on. It's all right. I lost my thing. Where am I? Live stream. The Rocket Man, Mad Mike documentary. The Rocket Man, Mad Mike documentary. I don't know if you guys know. It was more of a Cali thing, but the guy who used the steam-powered engine to try to build the rocket, and he's trying to get funding to go to see if the Earth's flat or round for himself. Whatever you think about that, the movie, the documentary's rad. It's the characters are super inspirational, like real live dreamers. Like there's full-on dreamers tinkering in the garage, building a rocket, and they launch, man. Yeah, you got a couple, it got up in the air, man. I was super, it was a funny, man. I will tell you, funny documentary, dude. I haven't laughed like that watching a movie in a long time. And they're real life human beings. And you know what inspired me most about the movie was people coming together to like help this dude's dream. Whether they thought there was like people like in the movie that like didn't even really like buy into his whole thing, but just wanted him to succeed. It was super inspirational because we forget that America's based upon like people tinkering in their garage. That's why they've got everyone living in apartment buildings. So you can't tinker in your garage and chase your dreams and build your goofy contraption. Like this dude builds a steam-powered rocket, fails a couple times, and gets it off the ground, pulls 2 parachutes. Dude, you got to watch it. It's on one of those Amazon Prime or something. It's a truly inspirational doc. That's why it got me all fired up to turn on the live stream tonight. I have to admit, I haven't been all that inspired by my fellow citizens the last couple months, but I've also been busy like reorganizing life and getting ready for the new phase of life that's coming my way. And I needed this movie tonight. I needed to see that some offbeat characters out in the desert out here in Antelope Valley, or in the Antelope Valley, tinkering in their garage, can actually do what they set out to do. And everyone, you should, it's pretty funny. They got the text where people are like calling this dude a kook and hoping he dies and the whole thing. And it's just like this dude who just wants to, like, he's just one of us, man. Just wants some answers to some questions, wants to see for himself, isn't buying into the propaganda of whatever the system is, doesn't have any real firm answers, has a lot of questions, man. And so, I mean, that's really where I'm at. I don't know what's going on here, but I tell you what, whatever they tell us is going on here, surely isn't what's going on around here. I think that's where I've been kind of quiet lately, is it's a con job, man. Somebody quote that. What are we quoting it? What are we quoting? Did we get a quotable? Did we get a quotable? A bumper sticker? So I don't know, man. Like, I'll tell you what. So, like, again, the whole system's a fraud, right? And I will, again, my main proof that the system's a fraud is Lego. And I know it sounds so weird to you guys. If you don't know, the Lego thing is proof that the people running the ship are deliberately running it poorly and really deliberately running it with incompetence. So yesterday we had no power. Right at 7 o'clock Thursday night, 8:45 Thursday night, they shut off the power. Right, and I could see the power up on the ridges, upwind of me, by the way. So they have this thing in California now. If you don't live in California, you would know, but they passed this law the other year where they can just the power company can just turn off everybody's power in the middle of like a wind event. And it's supposed to prevent fire, but as you can see, dude, there's just fires all over the place. And you can get into the smart meter thing. And I haven't been buying into that a lot, but now I'm switching my tune on the smart meter thing. So you look into so they shut off. I'll just get to my journey with it. I won't get into the big picture. I'll just get into my localized journey. So we've had 5 wind events here over the last 6 weeks. Every wind event's had a major fire in the hills, all due to power lines, right? So the wind Tuesday night here. Oh, I'm just going to stick to this wind event. The wind Tuesday night here, that morning, Wednesday morning, I literally was watching trash cans fly by my window like I was in the Wizard of Oz. Like, whoa, while watching trash cans. It was 80-mile-an-hour gusts. So I'm like, all right, they're going to shut off the power, dude. Like, they should. The wind is blowing trash cans across my window like the Wicked Witch to the east, right? It was like the witch with the riding the bike blowing by my window. I'm like, all right, they're going to shut off the power. Nope. Shut up anybody's power. There's fires everywhere, whatever. Wednesday night, the wind dies down, fully dies down. And at 8:45 at night, just turned off the power. But they didn't turn off everybody's power. They just turned off like a section of power. And they left all the power up on in the canyons. And then a quarter mile away in a different circuit, all the power was on. They just cut off they cut off everybody's power who lives by the coast. I live on the Point Doom. They cut off everybody's power who lives on the coast. And if you don't know, the Pacific Ocean's the only thing that will stop a fire in these mountains. It burns to the ocean. That's just the way it is. So that gets me to the power's out. I wake up. It's Thursday. It's Halloween. Owl's all fired up. There's a big party going on at school. We don't have any cell service in Malibu. It's terrible out here. It's so weird. Such an affluent. It's the irony is we live in one of the most affluent communities in the world with the worst phone service on the planet. I'm telling you, they got better phone service in the middle of Africa than they do here in Point Doom. So I get Owl up and I just cross my fingers that there's going to be school. There's school. There's power right over there. Boom. I get back here and I truly am not that bummed about the power out, except my neighbor has decided to turn on the loudest generator you've ever heard. Just bah! And I'm like, for what? And it's to keep the refrigerator going. I'm like, dude, you just don't open the refrigerator. Like, I get it. Fire up the generator if the power's out tonight and you need some lights, but it's the middle of the day. Like, so there's this generator starts at 7 a.m. and it's loud. And it's surging in and out because the guys try to wire it into his panel, the whole thing. So the generator starts to bug me. So I go to the Halloween party. We do the whole thing at school. It's a whole thing. Now it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. This is what you think. And this is what they didn't tell anyone in California when they passed there. We're going to turn off the public safety power turn off thing. We're going to turn off the power. They didn't tell you. And I find this out the hard way. Because at 2 o'clock, I'm like, dude, what's going on? Why isn't there's no wind, not one. It's dead calm. No fires anywhere around us. So I call, I start making phone calls. I go get to somewhere where I can make a phone call. I'm like, because I'm trying to figure out whether I'm pulling anchor on the scene, because the generator's so loud. I'm like, this sucks. And so I get on the phone with Edison, right? The power company. I get to the place to answer the transfer to the specific. Do you want answers about the power being off in this power out event? I go, yeah. Click. Get on the phone line with the girl. And she's like, where do you live? And I tell her, and she's like, I can't find, there's nothing on the computer. I go, no. I called the city of Malibu. This is like in the power, because it could have been like just a power outage, like whatever. No, they deliberately turned off our power, but Edison doesn't know anything. And I'm like, wait a minute. I go, you're one of the largest power companies going, and you can't tell me anything about. I go, and this is where I'm like, get crazy. I go, I know you've got a computer system where you know where every single vehicle that has your logo on it is right now. I know you know where every one of your employees is. You're a completely modern corporation. This girl's like, I don't know. I can't tell you anything. I go, but you're the person that is the information person. And she's like, yeah, I'm that person. And I go, so you're telling me you don't know anything? There's no computer screen in front of you that can give me any information. She's like, no, I don't have any information. I go, all right. I go, transfer me to the person that I'm supposed to bitch to. She's like, no, I'm that person. And I go, and I go, oh, you're the buffer person. She's like, what do you mean? I go, you're just the person they put between me and the people controlling the show, so they don't have to take any responsibility. And I go, all right, I'm just talking now for the recording because everything's recorded. And so what it turns out, because she did give me some information. So in order for the power to get turned back on, they can just flip the switch, right? They just flip the switch, your power goes out, you're sitting in the dark. In order for them to turn the power back on, someone has to visually inspect every power line, power pole, transformer, box, all of it, someone has to visually inspect it all from Edison during daylight hours when there's no wind. And I'm like, I'm talking to this gal, and I'm like, I am standing on the street of a major, like the major street here. There's nobody. I've been driving around. There's nobody from Edison anywhere in sight. I go, she's like, I can't tell you anything. I don't know what to tell you. So I'm like, all right. So again, it just proves my point that there's some, and so it turns out if you start digging, because now I start getting curious, like what's really going on here with this power thing? Because now you have to understand, when the wind first comes up 6 weeks ago, and that giant fire, they cut off everybody's power in Northern California, and there's no wind, and then the wind was down here, and that big fire starts, and they don't cut anyone's power. They don't cut anyone else's power anywhere except for us downwind. So do you get what I'm saying right now? Is the people in the canyons where the power lines would blow down and start a fire upwind all had their power on. They cut our power down here. And you know who's here? The rich and famous, dude, the powerful. And I'm like, all right, what's going on here? Well, you start to dig a little bit, and it turns out Edison's all involved with the Chinese, man. And I can't like give you the thing because I've just started digging into the conspiracy hole about who's running Edison and the ties with Edison. But you know who, man? You got the commie running the state, Gavin Newsom, and you got the commies running the power company. It's the whole thing they're telling you, man. I heard some crazy stat. How's this? That at one point during this last power outage thing, that there were more people in California without power than there were people in Venezuela without power. I don't know if that's true or not, man. So it's just that thing. Yeah. Let's just love the accordion music, dude. Let the monkeys dance. So anyway, but that major power company, you would go, okay, if you didn't deal with the Lego Corporation on a daily basis and the Lego universe, you would buy into it. I don't know. Dude, I'm telling you, dude. Lego proves that it's a fraud being perpetrated on us by the corporations. I have the proof. I have the proof in Lego. I know it sounds bizarre, but I've been struggling with it over the last couple months, like the Lego thing, because the Lego thing is flawless. I can literally get on the computer right now and have a piece that I need here within a couple days. I have not had one Lego set without missing a piece. I have had, dude, there was a moment where you can order pieces from the Lego website. It was down. I called the operator and it was boom, no wait, flawless. Like, what do you need? You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't need to get into the dumb flat earth and round earth and all that nonsense to be like asking questions. I just look right in my own wheelhouse, if you will. Anyway, so I was watching these dudes with their rocket ship, man. And I was watching those. Do we need anyone who needs to be deleted? I haven't been watching the comments. I notice I don't have any yeah, Yeah, I've been quiet. I've just been posting regular videos. You know, it's the whole thing. It's I don't do the live stream. Haven't been that into the live streams anymore. I got so sick of everyone calling me a sellout for money. I just decided to like not generate any money on YouTube and just go back to posting videos, dude. This whole live thing's like the real deal, but you know, it's a crowd-funded reality. Here, there's my ad right now, and so yeah, that's why I haven't been doing it. Like, fuck it. There, all the bitches out there. How do you like that? I know you do, Urbano. That's why I also needed to take a break, was to weed out the kooks. I just couldn't deal with the ignore it 2019. Oh, it's almost 2020, man. I try to ignore it. I'm telling you, if you saw the video of the battle I had with the school photographer guy telling me that I was crazy for saying the pictures were crooked. That's what really kicked in the insanity level for. That was like the precursor. There's the photos. Look at the backgrounds of those 3 photos and be like, professional photographers did that? Professional photographers used a lined background and took crooked photos. I don't know, man. Yeah, that's what Tactical Tony 702, F the haters. Tactical Tony, man. You got a channel, dude? Are you the Tactical Tony? Kook Patrol. Yeah, dude. And I was, I got super uptight about the kids, the Owl's school photos. Because I was like, why am I so uptight about his photos? And I was like, they're my first school photos to start the new life with, right? Like all the stuff burned up in the fire. And it took me a moment to realize why I was so uptight about them sending me crook. Because I cannot, as OCD as I am, I cannot have photos hanging on my wall with those crooked backgrounds. You see that? Here, let me turn the light on. Do you see the crooked lines of the paneling in the back? Look at this one right there. Look at that insanity. I'm not crazy. But the guy told me there was nothing wrong with the photos. He's like, I've looked at the photos. There's nothing wrong with them. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like what? And I sent the photo. I was right when the power went out. I was sending the photos to professional, super gnarly people in ad agencies. I was like, dude, tell me if I'm crazy or not, dude. Like, what's wrong with these photos? And every one of them's like, the background's crooked. And they would hit me with a ha ha ha. And I was like, and it took me I went to a meeting today finally. I was like, I need to go to a meeting, check in with my alcoholism. And I was talking a little bit, and I was like, why am I so uptight about these photos? And I was like, oh, they're like my first photos to the new life, post-fire, to hang in the new house, because me and the wife and the family, we're gonna rent a place here in the next month. Like that's our big project right now, is finding a house to move into. And I love it. The OG Tactical Tony, dude. Can they edit? So the can they edit thing, that's the Kook Patrol. That's what, because I was like, I called them and I was like, hey, man, like I really wasn't trying to, it wasn't about me. I was just like, dude, I don't know if what's up with the guy who came to take the photos, but because I talked to, they give you the packets at the school to see the thing. And I talked to one of the teachers. I'm like, is it me or she's like, I know, dude. Well, it's crazy, right? And I go, all right. And I noticed with my life forces, I'm one of those people that will actually like call about this kind of stuff. Well, most people will just take it. And I'm like, I'm not going to take it. I'm not a doormat. Why would I want crooked photos hanging on my wall for the rest? Why would I give my parents crooked photos of my son, dude? And so I took the photo and I tweaked it in my own computer and I sent it back to the guy. And I'm like, look, I'm not like, but I was this weird thing where I didn't want to push so hard they canceled my order. I was like, I'll just crop the photo with razor blades if I have to. But I was like, I don't want them to cancel my order and be like, we're never sending you the photos. It was one of those. They got the photos. It was one of those things, dude. But I was like, why am I so mental about it? And then it's all of this stuff's all on time. Like it's almost the 1 year anniversary of that. Hologram's been back for a long time, James Jameson. I just keep it on the down low. You know. She's coming on for an interview here real soon. I don't know. Just a second. I'm doing some stealthing in the detective work here in the feed here. We might have a malcontent needs to be ejected from the community, man. Yeah, Foo Boxing Super Series. We hit 100K like 3 months ago. And then we've just flatlined at 1,002. People got super mad a little while ago. That's why like it got all like weird. The people are weird. Like I've attracted a large contingency of troll/haters. John Simpson, what's happening from Georgia? Georgia on my mind. Yeah, Chase Stoner. We're here. We're in the thing. So yeah, it's been an interesting deal. And then this whole like, all right, you're clipped. I'm gonna put you on a timeout. I'll put you on a timeout. Warning enough. Take 300 seconds in the corner, dude. Tide Pod Church. Yeah, eating them Tide Pods. Did I get no? But I called the city. I have not talked to Reva lately. I did talk to this assistant city manager yesterday, though. Gave her an earful. Outrageous, man. I don't appreciate my power being arbitrarily shut off. You're good, Chase Stoner. No. I don't even mention those who have been timed out. They haven't earned that privilege yet. Husk. It's just good riddance, dude. You either I'll give you the clue right now, Husk. You got to go lick your wounds, do some internal looking inside of yourself, and then decide, can you forgive? And what does that mean? And also, better to know than not to know, dude. The truth will set you free. And then once you know the truth, then it's up to you to figure out what you want to do with it. Do you want to hold on to it and be angry and bitter, resentful? Or do you just want to be like, hey, man, I don't know, man. I'll tell you, it's been I have not mountain biked up. I've been eyeballing it, dude. I look at it out the backyard and I'm like, that Zoomer Ridge one looks brutal, dude. The main reason I haven't done the Zoomer Ridge one is because I don't want to ride on the pavement. I don't want to climb up the hill on the pavement. And I don't really want to drive and park at the bottom and then have to come around and get on I'm like weird. Like, I don't like mixing my pavement with my dirt, if that makes any sense. I've been really getting busy over in the what is it? The mountain biking thing's been good. I've been getting busy over in the Las Virgenes open space and the Chesbro, Palo, Camado canyons. I've been doing that, what is the trail I've been doing a bunch, man? I've been going up doing the Las Virgenes connector trail up to Chesbro Ridge and going back there to Sheep Canyon Trail. I'm trying to get to this one way back up in there. But, it's exhausting. It's exhausting. But I've been getting after it. I'm due to do a Guadalupe again, see how my thing's going. I like the Guadalupe vibe. I'm way into just doing the Guadalupe switchbacks and doing the trail down the back. All right. It's my birthday today. Any life advice, man? Don't go into debt for college. There's my life advice. I don't know. Life advice is relative to where you are in life, man. Random question. But what do you think about college? Oh, senior year for me. And unfortunately, I've begun to realize it's a business, especially because this is my take on college in 2019. If you have to go into debt to do it, don't do it. Unless you've got some like super ambitious plan where you're going to it's going to make sense. And I don't even think it's worthwhile wasting your parents' money anymore. I think college has become a giant scam. I think you're better off taking whatever money you'd invest in college and buying a house and fixing it up and flipping it. Seems like you would learn something and you would have a roof over your head. Most people go to college and end up with nothing but debt. You might as well be in debt and at least have a house. You know what I mean? And learn how to paint a wall and do some stucco work and that kind of stuff. Yeah, I just know too many people just that are 30-something and paying off college loans still forever, dude, for no reason. Working at some crappy rehab or something. I mean, if you got a plan, then go for it. But I don't know. I would go to trade school, man. Learn how to do something with your hands. There will always be a need for mechanics and carpenters and farmers and someone to fix the robots, dude. You know what I mean? Hey, you learn how to use an arc welder, dude. Everyone needs a welder. I mean, it's dirty, but dude, man, you go be a welder on one of those deep sea platforms and just make bank, dude. Go work in how about those guys, the surfers who work in the mines in Western Australia? What, 4 weeks on, 4 weeks off, or whatever it is? Live the fantasy, man. It just seems to me the way to go is to get some sort of job that's not based upon computers, some sort of real hands-on thing moving into the future. Plasma machines, whatever, dude. Learn how to work. And then learn how to dream. Learn how to dream and work. I don't know, dude. I'm saying that documentary I watched tonight about Crazy Mike and his steam-powered rocket ship, man, got me so pumped, dude. I'm so into what that dude was doing out there. I fully No one give a fuck. I'm sorry. I don't know what does RN mean. RN mean. I don't read abbreviations, dude. I'm gonna put you on timeout for that. Can't even catch you up to put you on a timeout. Oh, right now. Wait, okay, right now. Let's see. No one give a fuck. I'm sorry. I'm watching an illusion right now. You think I care right now? I don't know, dude. How about this? How about we just clip your wings for a minute? How about we just clip your wings for a minute? Oh, Paul. Oh, maybe I put this. I don't know how to untime out you. Maybe Chase. I think I got the wrong person. Oops. Don't take it personally, Chase. Trying to do it. I think maybe you deserve a timeout. I don't know. Who knows, dude? All right, dude. You're on timeout again, dude. Last timeout for you, man. We don't use all caps here. That's considered yelling and rude. You can use all caps if you put some money in the live chat, dude. Top chat some cash, bro. You can type all caps all you want. Don't forget to tip your talker. Tip your talker. Zombie Apocalypse 92. What's happening? Motion Picture Studio Mechanics Union 52. Shout out. I'm just going to start making stop motion Lego movies. That's where the money's at, dude. Mike's doing killer, dude. We're bringing Mike on home. Mike's doing awesome, actually. Fired up on Mike. Yeah. We're doing good. Mike's due for a live cast, man. There you go. There you go, Jim Morrison, dude. Get in that cave and scream. Yeah. Do you think you'll really move out of Cali? You know what, man? I got to get out of Southern California. It's a wasteland here, man. California's become a wasteland. The energy here is terrible. Thank you, Zombie Apocalypse. I appreciate the support, love. Yeah, California's become a real wasteland. I don't know what to say, man. Move somewhere green. Right, Anastasia? It's something's weird around here now. I don't know what it is. Yeah, well, it's why Texas is getting weird is all the jerk offs from California are moving there, man. That's the weird thing is like the lame people from California take the lameness they ruined California with and then like take it somewhere else. They're called boomer. My buddy from Ohio used to call them boomerangers. He's like, they're the people who bring all the lame things from the East Coast, put them on the West Coast, and then like people move back eastward with all the lame stuff again. Instead of like, you're supposed to become mellower, not more uptight, dude. I don't know, dude. Film industry is satanic, dude. Pedophile satanic army. I'll just call that out right now, dude. Don't watch. Cultural genocide. That is occurring. I believe it. Cali is dying on the vine. For sure. For sure, man. You should see the nonsense when the wind blows around here. Everyone's just Chicken Little, sky is falling. Ah! It's crazy. I have to admit, I was like, for a minute too, I got super annoyed about listening to the generator, dude. For reals, dude. I don't know. I'm all out of thoughts. What was I thinking about? I glitched. I glitched. I don't know what's going on, man. That full glitch. I don't know. Where am I? What happened? Mushu's right there, man. I think Mushu's chilling. Peacekeepers, bro. It's Chase Stoner on my music account. Okay. No, I didn't, Chase. I didn't mean to delete. It was the one above you, dude, that I missed, the one you called out. But I appreciate it, Chase. We're all misunderstood, man. That's our common bond. Did we go trick-or-treating? Heck no, man. On Samhain's Day? Nah. Participate in the satanic orgy? No way. We went out and had dinner. We went out and had a nice dinner. All right, Max Skinner, I'm with you, dude. You've been sorry, called to be wild, dude. I'm gonna fully I'm gonna put you in timeout one last time, dude. If one more person complains about you, you're out of here. All right, Max, got you covered, dude. Nah, we don't, dude. I had to kind of roll with the whole festivities at a school because, but he's not that into it, dude. He's not, he knows. He intuitively knows, man. He's like, nah. He just wanted to wear his dragon mask. He wanted to wear his dragon mask. He was stoked I wore my bug mask. And then the wife made these almond flour cupcakes, organic almond flour cupcakes that were like so good. It was worth it just for that. She baked some pretty insane healthy treats, man. How much of a meme lord are you? You like memes? Like memes? My memester, we haven't memed in a while. She was making some good memes when we were hot in June. When June there was kind of a vibe going here for a bit. May and June for sure. I've been distracted by life. And I'll tell you what, I haven't been doing any of these things in the morning is because I've been up at till 2:00 at night Legoing. I just Lego out. It's been Lego therapy. Thoughts on Trump impeachment? I think it's all a sideshow distraction, man. All right, I'm convinced. I had this thought today, right? I'm a no agenda guy, so if you aren't listening to No Agenda, you kind of get caught in the hologram's good, the minigram's coming around, dude. She's a teenager. What are you gonna do? But it's I'm convinced Trump's gonna take the guns, dude. I'm convinced that's the angle. And how about all these right-wingers that are now calling for censorship like that? Who's that? All those Turning Point guys are all turned out to be like just true scumbags. I knew Crowder and Shapiro were full scumbags, but they have that other guy. They're all triple agents, man. Anyone really like hyping the right is all a plant, I'm convinced at this point, man. I'm convinced anyone espousing like overabundant Trump jerking off and overabundant right-wing talking points are all secretly like left-wing operators, dude, just cashing in on it, man, because everyone's desperate to. You know who I do like is that Colin Noor guy, dude, the gun guy. I'm way more. This is who. If I'm listening to anyone, it's the black conservatives, man. I watch the black conservative guys. They make sense because they're not all like mesmerized by Trump. Like, oh my God, that guy's gonna save us, dude. That dude's not going to save you, man. You know he's going to save you? You. Because if you think any person is the answer, you've failed. You're the answer getting connected to God. You want the answer? Like, who cares what happens to Trump, dude? Impeach him, not impeach him, dude. It's all just a disco circus, dude. It's all just a sideshow. It's all just monkeys banging gongs. Clack, 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 clack. I'm telling you, dude, Trump's going to take the guns, dude. You wait and see. They're going to push him with this impeachment thing, and then they're going to have some big mass freak out, and Trump's going to fully yank the guns, dude, to save it, to stay in power, dude. He's going to reach some, like, deal, dude, and they're going to drop the impeachment, and everyone's gonna be like, get their guns taken, dude. I'm telling you, man, that Trump guy's not. And I'm like a MAGA kind of guy. I mean, if I got to be like on any team right now, I'm team me. But you know, I'll vote for him in 2020. And I'll vote for Tulsi, too. I'm a Tulsi. I like Tulsi, though she's an idiot on some things, too. They're all idiots, dude. I just want the wars to stop. I'll be super clear, man. I just want the warring to stop, like the wars, like war. Like, if that's not your number one, like, thing is to stop genocide and stop war, like, you're a hypocrite. There's no excuse for war anymore. What's it good for? Absolutely nothing. Free energy. I think personally we ought to be using our Second Amendment to open up the patent office. If you want to know what my solution is, we use our Second Amendment to open up the patent office and free the technology. But I'm a crazy guy, dude. That's why we have a Second Amendment. Read your Constitution, dude. The patent office is not a constitutional right of the corporations to hold up the technology. I mean, free technology is not a constitutional right either, unless you get in the God-given. Where is my Constitution? I forget. It's in here somewhere. Should read that thing right now. So yeah, look, Trump's been a giant letdown from what I can tell, dude. I mean, he's got funny, dude. I'll give him that. His stand-up is incredible. His trolling, oh man, I've been waiting for a dude to call those people assholes the whole time. But has he really done anything? No. Like, what has he done? He didn't do the wall. He didn't do the vaccine thing. The main reason I voted for him was he was going to expose the pharmaceutical industry for the con job they are. That he hasn't done anything about the opioid crisis. With an executive order, he could shut that nonsense down. I liked him because he didn't do the TPP. He got in there and did the thing with the Standing Rock pipeline, so that was a big boo-hoo. He hasn't saved any wilderness. He hasn't done anything to make true, like, yeah, I get it. He's brought some manufacturing back, and he's done some Chase Stoner. I appreciate it. But, you know, I generally think, like, all said and done, like, look, there's no indictments coming. No one's going to jail. The swamp's not being drained. He's not stopping tech censorship. He's not doing any sort of gnarliness with his executive orders. That dude's got full power. I don't see him wielding it. Like, that dude's sitting around playing tiddlywinks with these jerk-offs. Like, Chandler Curry's a legend, Sean. Chandler Curry, whoever that is. I probably just got myself into big trouble. You know, I don't know. I would be stoked if that dude kind of was gnarlier. I guess I'm looking for a gnarlier dude. He's sort of a pussy from what I can tell. I mean, he's not, but he is. Melania's hot. That kid of his is an idiot. The one trying to be president number 2. We don't need another Trump in the White House. We just got one. One's good for me. Give him another 5 years. It's fine. Are they going to impeach him? Maybe. Who knows, man? There'll be a civil war before that ever happens. I'll tell you that much. If you listen to Louis Gohmert the other day, dude, Louis Gohmert is kind of like bringing it. Who knows what? I don't know. Yeah, I'll take Trump because we're moving. Whatever, we'll see. I just think it's the Who said it all once, right? The new boss is same as the old boss, dude. Don't get fooled again. Look, I think there was a certain like smoke and mirrors aspect to it where you're like, oh, like that dude's kind of gnarly, and then at the end of the day, you know, that thing with the dude he killed is the same story that Obama pulled with the other the 9/11 guy they blamed. Same thing. Blew him up, burial at sea, little war room photo. That's, if you're not catching the bullshit level of it all, like, you're not paying attention. You're just fish on, dude. That al-Baghdadi guy, I like, do you get the names or the clue? Al-Baghdadi, dude. That guy. Suicide vest, grainy photos, buried at sea, dude. Okay, right. Sure, pal. It's a joke. Well, that's the funny part about it is like it's like a permanent Saturday Night Live skit, dude. I just like to watch the Revenge of the Sis guys. You guys checked out Revenge of the Sis? That's like one of the only YouTube channels I will actually hype is Revenge of the Sis. Takes a while to get into their vibe, but they're pretty good, dude. I'd be the gnarliest dictator you ever did see, dude. I'll be clear about that. There'd be people hanging from light poles all over the place, dude. Be stringing up pedos all over the place. I mean, look, dude, America's not gonna dude, look, I'll be super clear. Until there's pedos hanging from the town squares, America's doomed. Till we decide to protect our own children from pedophiles, dude, like, what's the point? Who cares what Trump does, dude? I don't see any pedos getting executed. I see Hollywood just carrying on as usual. So, you know, that let's just ignore the darkest elephant in the room, dude. Let's just pretend that isn't happening. Did Snowden slip? He wasn't in Russia? That's pretty funny. I don't know. I can't have anything to do with Joe Rogan either, dude. I don't care who he has on. That dude's just such a shapeshifter. scumbag weirdo, dude. This little DMT pot bullshit. I'm kind of swearing tonight, but like whatever, dude. It's Friday night. Gotta let it go. Joe ain't cool, man. You're on timeout for that. How you like that? We don't hype that guy, dude. Mr. Pied Piper of destruction himself, dude. I go on his podcast and tell him straight to his face what I thought about him, dude. I don't care. I'm waiting to see him back in the canyons when I'm riding my bike, dude. Out there jogging around or climbing some hill. What do you think about him? Yeah. You got it. You're going to catch him slipping, dude. Blowing some dude. I don't know why I think that's so funny, dude, but it just caught me off guard. Just the image of Joe in the bushes down in some trail when I'm zipping by my mountain bike. Like, what? Like, what? Like the one where I'm jamming on the mountain bike and I'm like, see it and I break up, but I don't get my feet unclipped in time and I fully topple over and like hit my head, knock myself out, get taken away. They drag me home to Joe's torture chamber. Like I wake up like some Quentin Tarantino flick, all just tied up with a ball in my mouth and it's Rogan, dude. All I can see is my mountain biking shoes. Just, God, it's all so stupid. Yeah, David Lynch, man. That movies you just don't understand. Like everyone's still trying to figure out what these movies were about. I don't know. It's okay, dude. If you can't go there, where can you go? If you can't go there, where can you go? I don't know. He was on Quaaludes, dude. Quaaludes, man. The ball gag, dude. And you explained what I mean by frequencies. Just what the definition of the word frequencies is. Matthew, bro. Hey, what's happening, man? Lids, dude. People on Lids should not drive. This might be my podcast. This is that it. Alex gets it. This is the podcast. Bad sound quality and all. Keeping it fresh, man. Yeah, I have guests every now and then. It's been a while. That's the new we're looking for the new house right now. I'm gonna set up a studio and get like super like legit. I decided I'm going to figure out how to use this stupid program on the computer where you can like insert photos and videos. Like I have it. I just don't watch the tutorial. I have to admit I'm tech lazy, dude. I could probably figure it. I'm way more interested on figuring out how to finish building this truck I'm making for Al out of Legos. But you know, it is like that thing I should take a little bit more serious. I need an intern. Matthew, bro, you said it. I'm too, you're right. I do. I could get one. Well, that's the thing. I have to admit, like, this living situation's kind of played itself out. It's very small and cramped at this point. There's nowhere to walk. There's just Legos everywhere. It's insanity, man. I'm gonna build a full Lego city in the garage. That's my whole new mission too. Is like a Lego channel. I need to get a van, like a van life it. So that's the other thing that's really been like confusing me a lot is the van life people. I think they're all trust funders. I don't understand it. I've been stumbling around with the van life people trying to find one that's like a legit person. And I don't think any of them are. Like the ones that are blown up seem to be manufactured by YouTube and sponsored by what do they call it? Native ads. They're out there. I'm not that interested in van life. As a dude who lived in a car for years, I did that. Been there, done that. It ain't that interesting. I'll tell you what, the van life thing, what they never talk to you about is how, all right, van lifing, whatever. You know what sucks? Is going out and doing all sorts of like rad stuff out in the nature and coming home dirty and not having it like hot shower you can run. That little lame thing with your little solar shower, even if you got the little propane heated one with your limited water supply, showering in the dirt somewhere, or even if you got some mat down, sucks, dude. I'll just tell you that much, dude. That aspect, not being able to take a dump in a nice bathroom blows, dude. Having these gas stations and can't park in Walmart parking lots, fuck that, man. I check out these van lifers, dude. They don't do it. Like when I camped in my car, I had it so dialed. I used to have all these. This is my tip. My tip. You go and you look at the real estate magazines, right? You go into the real estate magazines. I'm just giving this one away for free. I don't care. Big secret, dude. It's what I used to do. You go to the real estate magazines and you find where there's just the vacant lots up in the mountains with views. Because they'll usually show you the picture of like, oh, there it is. You go up there, you cut the lock, and you have a rusty lock. It's key that your lock be rusty. And you put your lock on with all the other locks on the chain. Because there'll be one for the fire department, one for the homeowner, one for the property owner, one probably for the real estate and the Forest Service people. There'll be a bunch of locks on there. You just put your lock on there too. And then you go up there at night. Now, this is the secret. You need to get magnets, like the magnet sheets. And you have the big magnet sheets and you put them over your taillights, man, when you go up there at night. You put those over your taillights and you drive up and no one knows you're there. But you also got to leave before the sun comes up. So you watch as the sun's rising, you're bolting, you're bailing. No one ever bug you, man. And you get to sleep in rad places, dude. That's what I used to do. I used to have like 15 pads up in the mountains, dude. It used to be when I drank a lot, so I used to get up there and like get pickled and like But yeah, that's how I did it. I roamed these mountains here for years, dude. And you can only really do it in public spaces where there's actually public facilities, if you know what I mean. Like beach, like that's why surfers can live in their vans relatively easy, because there's showers and bathrooms at most beaches, man. It's like a no-brainer. I'm telling you, dude, if you're van lifing in an urban area or another country, it seems lame to me, dude. You don't cut the lock, you cut the chain, dude. You just put your lock in a new link. You don't cut other people's locks. That's a no-no, dude. So obvious. Yeah. What's Normus? Dude, I'm becoming an aerospace engineer and we're building with Legos and lecture. That's it, dude. Legos are the raddest thing ever, dude. I'm a full crackhead with the Legos, dude. Jeremy, I'm glad I turned you on to something, man. You know what else everyone forgets about is public lands. Like on the West, we have lots of public lands. I don't know why you would want to like be a. I was watching these van lifers in Europe and like they were getting robbed and stuff. And I'm like, dude, wow, that seems miserable. Like I don't get like, all right, this is what I don't get either is rolling around with like a $100,000 Mercedes van all tricked out. Just seems to be like target rich environment to me. Like I don't know, one of those big, even if you're getting the Dodge one or whatever, it's like if I was sitting in some like, if I was some tweaker with some, and I'm up, I'd be looking for those things. I'd be like, oh, there's some dipshit trust funders in a big old white van. I'd be scouting YouTube. I'd be like scouting YouTube channels and I would be like, where are they? Oh, wow. They're within like 6 hours of here, dude. I'm going to go look for their van in Utah. I'm going to rob them. They got drones. They got cameras and laptops. I mean, these van, that's what I'm saying with the van lifers. It doesn't make any sense that they're just rolling around in $100,000 vehicles with another $100,000 of gear inside, and they're just like blowing through third world countries. No way, dude. I watched that Indigo Traveler guy. The Indigo Traveler guy. That dude is so like safe. Like he hires someone to ensure that he's safe. That guy goes everywhere, dude. I don't know. Most likely they're not armed. I would guess, dude. They don't look like people that they look like people that have definitely like abandoned the Constitution, if you know what I mean. Not practically. The van life people, because they're running a scam, dude. That's why there's something up with them. It's like it's a psyop being pushed by the algorithm to convince people that you want to go live in your car. I'm telling you, dude, as a dude who lived in his car for a long time, you don't want to do it. And I had it dialed, bro. I had my rig dialed. You don't want to do it. It sucks. It's not like it should be your last resort. It should be like, dude, it's my last. It should like you want to like go like live in a vehicle and roam around in some dumb van and you don't have to. It's this weird thing. It's like it's not free, dude. You don't like it is not free on any level, dude. You got to deal with so much nonsense. Yeah, it's like the big thing to convince people to live in teeny houses. Dude, you don't want to live in a teeny house. It sucks, dude. Like this place would be great if I was like 20 ripping bong hits, dude. I had a child. My wife comes over, hangs out, like we're bumping into each other. That how like up on Rainbow Mountain, like dude, that would like claustrophobic. Like I think about it now, I don't even know how we lasted up there so long. And the view was insane. That's why. They don't want you to own property. Exactly. It's not free though, man. Matthew, bro. It's not. Once you start calculating in gas to move around all the time, dealing with like parking laws, getting hassled, man, having to worry about all your stuff all the time, dude. If you're being a target rich environment, yeah, it's all great. Like I was low pro, stealthed out in a pickup truck. I had a dial, dude. And it wasn't like a thing. It wasn't all like broadcast, like go van life, man. These van lifers are blowing their own cover. If you want to, it's like being if you want to do a van lifer, like they've ruined it for everybody. You get what I'm saying? Like there's always been the van lifer people stealthing out, doing their own thing. They used to be called rock climbers and all these the rock climbers were like the original van lifers. Well, so were the hippies and the rainbow people and all these people. But I'm telling you now, like the van lifers are sitting on you. I guess that's why I don't like them. I think they've blown open something that was kind of a little bit of a secret world and made it be like, oh yeah, dude. So now there's just I see them all over, just dipshits in vans, like parking. I'm just going to park in your street. Like, no. You were supposed to be all stealth about it. It was supposed to be all low profile for those who really wanted to kind of stealth around, dude. You know what I mean? Yeah, they made it mainstream. It's not, that's what, they've made it like RVing all of a sudden, dude. Like RVers suck, dude. Big eyesores everywhere. I'm tired of seeing those big, dumb vans everywhere, dude. Especially if you're driving behind them. That's more what I'm getting to, Matthew, bro. It's not an easy lifestyle, dude. I'm telling you, man, it's an easy lifestyle if you get to go park that thing at your parents' mansion and go hang out there for 6 months out of the year. But if you're actually like living for real, like sustaining yourself, living out of any vehicle, oh, dude, it's madness, man. I'm telling you, dude. I look back on that time I did all that stuff, and I'm like, I don't know how I survived, man. I went into the wilderness a lot. I used to go use public lands. It was super fun, but it wasn't, if I look at it, it was the peak of my alcoholism, man. Like, I think it was fun. I went and did a bunch of cool stuff, but if I know what I know now, why I was living like that, it wasn't because I was like, oh, some art project. It was because I was fucking out of my mind and I couldn't deal with humanity and I was drunk and doing drugs and I just wanted to be left alone, dude. I'm telling you, it's one of those things that like, it's not normal. You're supposed to be participating in society on a level. Like that whole, like, I'm going to go get in my van and abandon society. You're making society worse. Whatever you think you're bailing on, you're just perpetuating it, dude. Because now you're just like being an escapist and going somewhere else and getting everybody else's way. I was watching these van life people down in like South America and stuff, like floundering around down there. I'm like, dude, those people down there don't need you and your nickel and diming, dude. You want to come down to South America, man, like bring your tourist money and spread it around, dude. It's like the backpackers, dude. Like, I just want to go on the cheap, dude. I want to cheap around somebody else's like poverty-stricken country. Like, fuck you, man. You little rich fuckers, dude. Why don't you go back to your little rich first world country and stop nickel and diming around like third world countries? Like when I went down to Chile, like I spent money, dude. Like that was I feel that's my responsibility as a traveler, especially in a third world country, is to go and spend some money, dude. Not be down there on the cheap, dude, trying to hustle. Like full first world hustler down in the third world, gonna make my bones, dude. Fuck you, dude. Those people I despise, dude. I despise the backpacking, like little backpacking, like nickel and diming third worlders. Dude, screw those people, dude. You shouldn't be traveling. If you don't want to go down there and travel and spend money so that those people can get some dough, you want to just go like spare change in their world, dude. People that are actually like impoverished and be like, it's so great, dude. Beer's like 20 cents. Like, rad, dude. Tacos like $1, whatever. I ate a whole meal for 50 cents. You know why you ate a whole meal for 50 cents? Because the people are starving, dude. This stuff incenses me. And you shouldn't be, you shouldn't be staying in resorts either, dude. If you're gonna go travel, you should be definitely embedding yourself in the population, but you should be definitely be willing to like spend and be like, all right, dude, like I'll hire you, dude. Change the spares, change. No, go stay in the resort, dude. Just resort it up. Just go, yeah, I didn't give my money. Just give my money to gringos, Marriott Corporation or whoever they are, dude. Get on a cruise ship. Go look at those lesser thans. If you stay at a resort, you're a pussy. I agree, dude. But you know, they got nice golf courses and gated gates and security, dude. I don't know, dude. I don't know, dude. I remember sitting in that hostel in Chile and watching the backpackers come by and listening to them talk about like how much money they weren't gonna spend. Oh, dude, you know, I just spent $5 a day, dude. The surf's been terrible, dude. Can't you tell I'm out of my mind? The surf's been flat for so long. Let me see. That's the surf report. Like, I don't even look anymore. I have not put a board in the water in so long, dude. I'm like crazy. Let's see. It's Surfline. Let's see. You got a 17-day forecast. Let's see if there's any reason to get excited. Let's see. All right, so I'm gonna go to the Halama Beach report because Halama Beach is a fully exposed beach to the what would come in from the north. Oh, 1 to 2, 1 to 2, 1 to 2, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 2 to 3, 2 to 3, 2 to 3. Oh, we got a 3 to 5 on the 12th for a couple days. Then back down to 2. Oh, it looks like it might start happening in the middle of the month. That's the 12th. So another 2 weeks to like, until Wednesday. Makes it kind of rough. Let's see. Yeah, surf's been horrid, man. 3 to 5 at Halama. That's pretty small too, man. It's bad news. We should have. There hasn't been real. The ocean's broken. I will tell you that the ocean is broken around here, man. Crazy. Do I ever wake up super early and go in the ocean? Nah. I can't do that. I generally have a child. I need to get to school. I'm not that. The ocean's not that like bitching around here. It's not like I'm in Hawaii or like some island off of Indonesia where it's like, oh, I'm gonna go down and go jump in the like ocean. It's like it's the funky Pacific, man. Whatever happened to Fukushima, dude? Aren't they just dumping the water out of the tanks now? I don't even believe that anything ever happened over there anymore. Stardust, Cosmos, those videos are all in there somewhere. I'm sure they're titled just about like that too. I think I have the sobriety stories 1 through 4, 1 through 5, maybe. I think they're on a playlist, possibly. I don't know. It's too late at night to have a meeting. It's 12. It's midnight. Up early to watch the Rugby World Cup, dude. Yeah, Alex, you get it. It's like, yeah, the ocean's all right, man, around here. It's not like I'm gonna go. It's not like I'm a fisherman. If I was like a fisher guy, dude, like I would be like I said, it's not like Hawaii where you're like, oh, like I'm gonna go in my shorts and my fins and go spearfishing and bring home dinner or something, dude. It's like it's cold, murky. Kind of sketchy. Yeah, it's cold and murky. It's not like there's the dudes who go out there and like swim around and stuff. That's just not me. I'm not that interested. I like the mission. La Rochelle. Love you too, man. Yeah, I don't know, but I don't believe in the radiation anymore either, man. No one really seems to be that worried about it, so why should I be? It's just like it seems like if all the like global warming people were for real, they would be like, we got to do something about Fukushima. Like that's a solvable problem if it's real. Like all the climate activists, like I don't know. There seems to be like an issue that's actually like needs some attention, but maybe not. I don't know, dude. Well, you need to take your iodine anyhow, just for health issues, dude. I take iodine. I take my iodine every day. I'll give you the new clean nuclear energy stuff's pretty interesting. I've come full circle on nuclear energy. I'm thinking it, but I'm a Tesla guy, dude. So I'm not. The nuclear energy is just another distraction from what's really supposed to be happening, which is free energy right from the ether. Nikola Tesla had it all figured out. So I don't know why we would need to do nuclear energy either. It's an extraction based operation, and I'm pretty. We don't talk about the cars that Elon Musk makes here. They're not. We don't defame Nikola's name on this channel. We only talk about Nikola Tesla. And the vehicles that Elon Musk's produces can suck a bag, dude. Hold up from Toto Santos. I like Toto Santos. I've been there. It's a pretty solid little zone down there. If extraction means picking up rocks, yeah. No, I mean digging up rocks, extracting them, dude. Yeah, I'll get on the bike this weekend for sure. Yeah, never trust a man named after a potent smell. Yeah, I've always been a little weird about that intuitively. Someone's using capital letters, and that's super annoying. I'm going to put the capper on timeout. We don't yell. I'm the only one allowed to yell. Yeah. Yeah, the movie star memories. All right. You're all right then. Yeah, I can't. I don't know how to untime you out, so I accept your apology. You still got to do your 300 seconds in the penalty box. I'm a low tacker. Do I think space exploration is real? No, I don't. I think it's all smoke and mirrors. Yeah, the battery powered anything's a disaster. Batteries are stupid. Should all have localized energy, man. I should probably wrap this thing. Would you go into space if it was real? Would I go into space if it was real? Why? I mean, I'd go into space if I was going somewhere. Like if I was going to another planet and I had to go into space to get there, I would go there. Do I need to go into space to like go into space to go? Nah, doesn't interest me like that. I don't believe it. I'm a firmament kind of guy. I think there's something else going on up there. I don't know what. I know the flat earthers are just a full psyop. So it's just like the round earthers. I don't know what's going on, but it ain't what they're telling us. Yeah, I'm more like a Truman Show kind of guy. There's a hatch in the top, dude. Four corners of the earth. I out, right? I've always said that. Who is they? I don't know, man. They aren't who we think they are. That's for sure. Owl's a boy, and it's his nickname. What? Stardust Cosmos. What? Space is real. You can't prove it's real. Stardust Cosmos. You have no proof it's real. Who are you gonna believe? NASA? Who are you believing when they say space is real? You're like, what? No one knows, dude. I don't think he would like Legoland, man. He's not into crowds. Question: if you were a door, do you eat people? It might look like that if you were a tree. How about the pictures of space? What pictures? What pictures of space? You mean those black pictures with the dots on them? Sure. Okay. That proves it. I'll make a picture of my space with my iPhone and my freezer tonight, dude. Scientists, the ISIS. You mean again all the stuff that you're just believing. Like you're believing them. There's nothing any one of those entities you mentioned that's tangibly provable by your experience as a human being. What's your experience as a human being that proves space exists or doesn't exist? I don't have any proof that space exists. Just because there's some pictures and some people say so, maybe. I don't know. Have you seen the latest Up Doc? I don't know what Up Doc is. I look up at the sky all the time. I don't know what that stuff is anymore. I like I said, I'm right there with you. I don't know. I'm willing to admit I don't know anymore. All I know is almost everything's a lie. So maybe I don't know. That's why I like the Rocket Man, dude. That's why I like Crazy Mike. He's willing to go find out for himself. That's my thing. Like when that crazy dude out in the desert, if he makes it, and there's like, there's space, I'll believe him. I'll believe that guy out in the desert before I'll believe Neil deGrasse Tyson or any of those kind of dipshits. What, just because they write some articles and some magazines? And do you know how much of like the whole space thing's theory? Like, oh, yeah, spectrographs and spectrometers and like radio telescopes, dude. You talk about like hocus pocus, man. Like, and we're not even on the hocus pocus level. We're listening to them and being like, oh, okay, that makes sense. I used to buy into all that. I love the concept. Like conceptually, I fully dig the concept of space. Maybe it's liquid. I don't know. I don't know what it is, man. Look, no one even knows for sure what happened to that airplane. Well, right? Where'd that airplane go? No one knows. What happened on 9/11? Well, everyone's still arguing about it. I don't know. I remember the president. See, I'm old enough to remember I was sitting in Bozeman, Montana, when the president of the United States got on TV and said, I did not do that. I swear to you, I did not do that. And then 6 months later was like, I'm sorry, I was lying. Look, man, there's no one to be trusted except you. And how trustworthy are you to yourself? I know personally, I lie to myself all the time, dude. I can convince myself all sorts of stuff about myself that's not even true. So why would I believe anybody else? I can't even believe my own perception of myself. You know what I'm saying? It's taken me almost 50 years of life to kind of get to know who I am. So how do I know anybody else is telling me the truth? I will lie to myself and not even know it. You know what I mean? Think about this people with body dysmorphia, right? There's people that will look in the mirror and see a fat person, and they'll be skin and bones, starving themselves to death. And they will look in the mirror and see a fat person, right? That's someone who actually believes that about themselves. So the mind, like, who knows what the hell's going on anymore? I don't know anymore. I only know what I know that my own perception is so flawed that I can't even truly trust myself to be 100% sure about anything anymore. I think that's part of the thing, that humans are so cocksure, like, oh, I know. No, you don't. Because I know I don't. I don't. I have maybe an idea. I don't know, man. So is space real? Maybe. Sure. God's the most logical thing there is, man. 100% sure about God. I see tangible proof of that in my life all the time, dude. That is the one provable thing that I do see constantly existing in my life, but it's not based upon my ability to see. I don't have to depend upon anyone else to experience that. You get what I'm saying? Like God's fully like present. So I can, and that's what I use to discern my way through this mess. It's a mess down here. Does that make sense? Like I know now, I don't have any doubt about God. I don't do religion, man. Jesus Christ is my personal savior, and I don't need to be a part of a church for that, dude. I just need to have this little handy dandy book, man, right there, dude. All the answers are in there. I don't need to be part of a church for that. I got my pastors I listen to, and I talk to my other people about it. What? Yeah. Zombie apocalypse. Cherokee 92 knows where I'm going. It's like talking about dinosaurs. Talk about another, like, sure. Okay. Well, yeah, why not, dude? Anastasia, good night. Church body's not a religion, dude. I go to where I need to go. It's not a religion though. Totally different thing. That's where everybody's gone. I don't need any man to tell me what I have a personal relationship with. You get what I'm saying? I can use another human being to help me decipher and use to teach my discernment. But I can't put my faith in a man because that would shortchange my faith with God. There's no man that knows more than God. I can compare notes with another man. I can respect another human being's opinion and their discernment and their scholarly approach to it. But I have to still rely on my own personal relationship. Jesus was the Son of God, man. Big difference. It's put it this way, it's so big I can't explain it. The Bible wasn't written by God, by man. It was written by God. That's the kicker. He just used men to scribe us to be scribes, man. I do. I downloaded the new Kanye album. I am very curious as to what Kanye's up to. That's for sure. If we are here, are here now, and energy is transferred, do we ever physically leave Earth? Are we no one with death, Earth, even after death? How do you know they are honest, though? We're not talking about religion. God and religion are two. God, religion is man-made. God is God. It's, hey, look, dude, I'll just say this. It's your own personal relationship with Jesus Christ. It's my personal relationship. It doesn't have anything to do with yours. Dust to dust. Yeah, I'm with you, Green Dream Team 11. I'm fully in agreement with you. Yeah, no one wants to talk about the $3 billion a year, do they? No. I'm right there with you, Green Dream Team 11. Yeah. No, you're not off the mark at all, man. I tell you, I'm right there. But they've that ability to talk about that is truly censored. Stevie, Stosh, you guys arguing amongst yourselves, dude. No need for that. Look, all I gotta say about this is we're all trying to figure it out, man. God, whatever it is, life, this experience, there's no need to argue about it. There's plenty of stuff to argue about. But us arguing amongst ourselves about like how we perceive it as, no, we're all trying to share our experience to help each other get more knowledge. I definitely don't share my experience, strength, and hope to convince you to do anything. I just share it so that you can do your best to like have it apply to your life or not apply to your life. It's that weird thing. Like people are like, oh, like my one thing is you're not supposed to agree with me. If you agree with me like 100%, there's something wrong with you. You know what I mean? Like you're supposed to ask questions. Questions are important to ask. I don't know. I do my best every day to try to stay in grace. I try to carry the message in my actions. I fail a lot. I failed miserably yesterday. You know what I mean? Like some days I fail and I do not carry God's message with me. And other days I'm in God's light and it all clicks. But I'm a fallen man. I'm just a dude who's the wrong body chemistry can ruin my day, dude. You know what I mean? And that's part of being human, right, Alex? Wondering why is what keeps us going. Yeah, it's that thing, man. It's a daily exercise of like getting up and regrouping and moving forward. Yeah, it's tough, man. Life's brutal, Stardust. You get caught up in some nonsense, and all of a sudden you've thrown all your good intentions out the window, and then you gotta fully like humble yourself once again and be like, what can I do to make it right, man? You know, who do I need to go make I mean, that's the gift of being sober. Is really is the 12 steps. Is every day I do not need to end any day with anything I need to carry to the next day that's negative. I can clean up any problem I have today. That's all I gotta say is don't miss the opportunity to correct the errors of your ways in the day you're in. It's easier to call someone up or talk to someone and say, you know what, I was wrong. I was 100% wrong. I treated you poorly. I did whatever it is. Than to wake up the next day and know in the back of your mind you didn't make it right. It's like that, dude. If you every day you get a chance to make mistakes and correct those mistakes. That's where the real knowledge is. It's not like being all like winning all day long. It's about failing and what you do with your failure. That's what truly defines you as a human being. It's not like your successes, it's what you do with your failures, man. You know? You can't wake up carrying a bunch of burdens from the day before, man. That's one of the great gifts I learned in sobriety and the 12 steps is to make sure that I don't wake up with yesterday's problems. You know what? I have a chance to end my day free and clear of any errors of my way. I don't even know if it's about even asking for forgiveness. It's about making amends, I think. Forgiveness is almost a selfish act. It's about making it right for the person you've done wrong. And I'm telling you, I'm a teetotaler and it brings great clarity. Yeah. You really get to I'd say real 100 tech, I'd say they're the same thing, dude. Attachment to anything in the 3 dimensions and 5 senses is equally powerful. It's about being able to truly just be in the world, but not of the world, right? Isn't that the whole thing? You can't wish. You gotta lead by example. That's the whole thing, right? I'll like that's the thing. The sex and the money, they're all components of like your human existence. But when they take over your life, look, man, food can take over your life. Surfing can take over your life. Skateboarding can take over your life. Shopping takes over people's lives, you know? They're all attachment to the 3D 5 senses, you know? It's not till you truly are. Yeah, you're probably right about that, Dylan. You're probably right about that. Like a thief in the night, dude. No one knows the time or the place. Yeah, I'm sure, Stevie. But then again, you know what? Like do the set aside prayer. That's the set aside prayers where it's all at. Just ask God to remove everything you know about everything you've been taught about God and let the new knowledge in, man. Every moment's a new chance to readjust your like perception of, but just stop living with your past perception of it. Like I think that's why like I don't know anymore. I have to be willing to let the new information in. If I don't let the new information in because I'm afraid of the old information, you know what I mean? The old information will harm the new information. The old information's not bad. I smoked for a while. If There's an Easy Way by Alan Carr, dude. The Easy Way by Alan Carr. That book will get you off. I think I put my last cigarette out and I haven't smoked a cigarette in like 8 years. I couldn't even imagine putting a cigarette in my face. Well, that's a place to start, Stevie. That's hey man, it's a personal journey. And like I guess that's my thing with God and all that kind of stuff is is you got to figure it out for yourself. It's a personal thing. And if anyone's telling you you're wrong, they're judging you. And it's pretty easy to judge people, but that's usually like a clue that you're not offering forgiveness. I've been a fool for many periods of my life, and God's given me many second chances. So who am I to judge anybody's journey and what they should or shouldn't do and how they should go about it? I just know what I do. And when it seems to be working for me, you know? I had a long year, dude. I had to truly like put my hands in God's loving care this year. And you know what? He's taking care of me. Well, you got to remember, like the Bible, yeah, it's got all the tools to trick the ignorant. You could use this to fully look. I don't know how many times people have been like, will you be my like leader? I'm like, I'm just a dude with an iPhone or a laptop. Like, but there's plenty of people that like in my position that would be like, you need to come move to my compound and give me all your money. I'll show you the way to God. I'll give you the answers. All you need to do is wear an all red and dance to this music, and you too can find salvation. Yeah, all the tricks to trick the man. You could totally use this to deceive people. But then again, you do that at great peril to your own soul. So again, why would you trick anyone? Why would you need to convince anyone that they need to go through you to God? That to me is like what, blasphemy almost. Yeah, that's money seeking and but it's different. It's different than me going, hey, you want to support the channel, put some money in the live chat, dude. It's a crowd-funded reality versus like, you're not going to heaven unless you put some money in my live chat. Like, like all those weirdo like preachers do. If you don't give my money to like my church, you're going to hell. You don't put money in my live chat, you're going to hell. That's totally crazy. You want to support this channel? Like, go ahead. You know what I mean? Like, feel free. If you don't, like, whatever, dude, it's cool. There's no requirements to buy a t-shirt to be part of this team, It's simple, love or fear. That's right, real 100 tech. I gotta go. I'm super tired. It's real. How real it is, only you'll know. I guess on my way out, I would just say this. When you get to truly experience God's love, you'll know it, and you'll never go back. That's why you're like born. That's why it's the born again thing. When you've truly accepted it, truly accepted the love, and you all you want to do is try to radiate it outward, and you're willing to go through all your failings as a human being to radiate it out and like make the mistakes and be willing to like put all of it on the line, right? It's a good thing, dude. So hey, everyone, I'm super stoked we hung out tonight. It's Saturday morning. I gotta go to bed because I gotta get up early because we gotta go find a house to set up a new studio in and like get real, dude. 2020 coming in like a big circus. We're gonna seize. We gotta come. I gotta start thinking about the new theme for 2020, right? Because 2019, man, we ignored it pretty heavily. Dude, we did our best, and that's it. So on a final note, if you want to support the channel, links down below. I got a whole bunch of new t-shirts coming in this next week or so, and everyone, super stoked you're all here. Without you, there's no me. Life's a team sport, man. And remember, use the name tags. That's one thing I know for sure that'll make the world a better place. All right, it's The Illusion. Out.